Before you start recording, we're going to straighten up the couch. This blanket. Mama wants it to look good.
Yeah,
it's got to be over. Look, hey, you.
You know it's recording, right?
I said don't start the recording yet, didn't I?
And you should know to be prepared, right?
I'm going to hurt you, and I'm going to sit Mama on you. That's it. You've earned it.
In this video, we'll be discussing
What are we discussing today?
wash away troubles.
Oh, okay. So now, who are all the members of Wash Away Troubles?
I'm thinking of another one. Anyway,
No, you want to keep it to no more than 6 or 7 people. 5 probably is the best.
I got the idea for a big thing from the
No,
Hobbit
I guess.
Dad.
No. All right. This is how many people you should have. If I'm thinking appropriately, 12 to 14 people. And
Okay.
that's it. Because that way.
There's Target, the leader. There's Calculate. Right. He's the brains.
Right.
Ames, don't break. He's the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sharpie, he's the swordsman. Blunty, he's the blunt weapon fighter.
Guy who carries a club.
That's his power. He can spawn in blunt objects, which is fine.
No, down doggy.
Thanks. Then there would be Illusion Girl, Sharpie's younger sister, and the resident and brain and interrogation and therapist, based with the power to read minds and cause illusions and such.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mess with your brain a bit.
Okay. That could be useful.
Then there's Fat Boy, the demolitions expert.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Eddie, the copy cat. And Hammerhair.
Is that the dog? Is that like the dog here?
Hammerhair is the resident dirty fighter.
Good.
And Cyborg.
No one is supposed to be less than a dirty fighter.
Yeah. But I think he has Cyborg arms. Here, you're down on his pure robotic masterpiece. Around here is kind of like the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Along with a EMP, his shock arm.
Oh, he's got EMP. That's awesome.
The other one contains like grappling.
EMP pulse, depending on how far you can radiate it, very useful.
About 7 feet in total. It's a small range, but it's infinite within said range. And you get it?
No. I'm sorry.
It's a spear that spans about 7 or so.
But it's when he's close enough to an object with his EMP pulse, he can shut down electronics. So he'd be able to shut down alarms, cars, anything that operates using electricity.
Yeah. Then there's the other female member, the second Alpha Lady. She's succeeding the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
On which, unlike the original Alpha Lady, she can actually fly.
Okay. Flyers are good.
Yeah.
Up top recon.
Yeah.
Dive bombing.
She also has laser eyes.
Oh, nice.
She's not as dangerous as the previous Alpha Lady,
mm-hmm.
but as her lady is trying to fit into the role very well.
That's good. Why are you yawning? You'd be tired. Why did you do that? And I'm yawning. Evil.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the last one. With that being thrower, right? The speedster.
Okay, but how many is that in total so far?
12.
Are you sure that's 12? I think you're counting. Yeah. But yeah, 12 to 14 is good because then you can split them off into 2 teams if they're needed, 2 different places at once, or as 1 unit. They're the size of a squad, generally about the size of a squad. So then they can coordinate a lot of different things, attack from 2 directions at once. You know, have one group get the bad guy's attention, and the other group can come and hit him from the side or the rear. So that's always good. And the why I said 14 is because then you can have special teams set up for doing certain things. Like if somebody is injured, they can do medical help and like that to them, triage or whatever they can do on a battlefield, and then help them get back to wherever they can heal and be safe. They can go over a battlefield with special teams and check bodies and search them and get information off of them. If they're passed on, if they're alive, they can still search them and get information off of them, but then they can interrogate them. So you have your team set up who are specialized for doing those things.
Yeah. Calculate, it can also cover medical reasons.
Yeah.
Same, and with the new Alpha Lady, being able to help healing and increase powers.
So it gives the team quite a bit more versatility.
Yeah.
And also it means that they're not so dependent on just a certain number of people.
Yeah.
And they'll have extras that they can kind of throw in or can come in and help after they've rested or done something, whatever they need. So it actually works really good, and it performs like a military unit that way.
They are a bit of a military unit. Yes.
So that makes them perform like that, and that's a good thing. But I think 14 would be good for making sure you had enough people for the special teams.
Yeah, their enemies, the man they're targeting, and hoping to mainly avoid because they're not sure or how well he is essentially being the world's version of evil Superman.
Oh, like a Bizarro Superman.
In fairness, Bizarro's more just stupid half the time.
He's not really as stupid as you think. I know in some iterations they presented him as being stupid, but it's really more like he's backwards.
Like what, Reverse Flash?
No. Like
Heartless?
Everything that's the opposite of Superman.
Oh.
So he's kind of backwards.
So like what?
Where Superman is intelligent, he's not as intelligent. Where Superman thinks shaking someone's hand is a good idea to show that you're friends and like that, Bizarro believes you have to punch somebody to show them that you're friends. So Bizarro is quite unique, and he's not trying to do anything wrong. It's just how he thinks everything should be done. And so it's always incorrect. So it's kind of the opposite of what Superman would do is what Bizarro does, and how he thinks things are supposed to be done.
Yeah, which is interesting to note because in the weird sense what they created in that Lego Bizarro Superman movie really shows that Bizarro isn't that bad.
Right.
And he just lacks proper knowledge.
Yeah, and he's not capable of learning the proper knowledge. He's not that's just not. It's beyond his capacity. Learning that stuff is beyond his capacity.
Is Batman and tried anything to help fix Bizarro. Imagine all they can do with 2 Supermen.
No, they don't want 2 of those running around because they've already got 2 or more running around. They have Supergirl, Power Girl, Superman, the Eradicator program.
Brainiac.
Or the Eradicator. No, Brainiac
Doomsday.
isn't. Yeah, they got Doomsday. They do have Brainiac. They had the Cyborg Superman for a while, and that could still come back. But
Superboy.
Superboy, his twin, Match, who is evil. So they've got plenty of super-powered Supermen running around. Bizarro is not someone that you want around because, again, his backward thinking is that he's doing you a favor if he hits or if he breaks your chair rather than sits in your chair. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that's the polite thing to do. He's not really bad. He just has this backwards sort of thought process so that he does the opposite things of what normal people would do and what Superman would do. And that's
I did like the fact Bizarro tried created his new companions being backwards members, the other members of the Justice League in that Lego film.
Yeah, he's done that in the comic books too.
So what? There's a Bizarro Supergirl, Batman, Bizarro Green Lantern, Bizarro Wonder Woman.
Well, not a Bizarro Green Lantern per se, but more like it is kind of a Bizarro Green Lantern, but not with a power ring like that Green Lantern has. It's a little bit different, but yeah, Bizarro Wonder Woman. He's got that, and it is people that he gets along with real well because they act like him.
Yeah, as I recall, Bizarro was a creation of Lex Luthor's gone horribly wrong.
I think he was a product of the DNA sampling when they thought Superman was dead.
Can we please get back to the Washaway Troubles?
You were the one who brought this up.
You're the one that made it longer.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Hyperman. Has many basic powers. Superman being the super. What we know of Superman: super strength, speed, flight, laser eyes, his cold breath.
Does he have X-ray vision?
Yes, not a strong one, but a very, very good one. See now as you can't see through things like mercury and water, liquid and such.
That's weird.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a good one. One special reference in the Boys TV show: Homelander can see through metal like zinc.
Who can?
Homelander. He can't see through things such as zinc.
Okay, I can see that.
And one of Hyperman's biggest weaknesses would be the fact he doesn't have don't break in many ways compared to beings like Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
A Hyperman is not capable of recovery for reasons like that. At any beatdown he gets does not make him stronger.
Yeah, that doesn't work for most of the superheroes. But Doomsday was built like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can see that with your Hyperman. Then what else did you want to talk about with the Washaway Troubles?
I wanted to make this video to show that we're still working on stuff.
Yeah.
And to show that we all are doing stuff as well. Well, such as the swords that Target uses being yin and yang.
Uh-huh.
Yang's handle and scabbard being black, but the sword has a clear white silver design.
So it's silver.
To be fair, it's made out of memory metal, which is the metal that repairs itself. No, it's nice. You still have to sharpen it. Yet nothing's perfect. It will require other materials and such around it to help rebuild itself,
That makes sense.
which does take time to get the materials and the right performance and such.
In the right amounts.
Yeah. But with if calculates help, a target swords can repair itself in 5 to 6 minutes flat. And then there's yin, which is white on the outside, but the blade itself is black. Act with a saw on the other side, and where the cutting side is.
Interesting.
And a much more deadly weapon, as its sole design is basically a killing. Like, Yang is meant to be honorable. Yang is meant for ruthlessness.
No holds bar.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Both
Yep.
with a very good, efficient killing tools.
Yep.
Except a target is nasty habit pulling them a reverse blade grip.
Yes, you told me that. And I don't like the reverse blade grip. I don't mind over the back, but reverse blade grip can get a little bit tricky. And it kind of leaves you open a little bit for a few seconds at least.
That's the whole point.
The point is to be left open.
Yeah, it's mainly meant to show he has a flaw of some kind.
Okay. I can understand that.
Right. And his power isn't exactly super flashy. It's mostly something that aids in his martial arts techniques, being strength, speed, and reflexes. Which is looking similar to Spider-Man 2099.
So is he more like
He's blind too. I could point that out.
so he's more like Daredevil.
I guess. As it comes to a non-proper Spider, since 2099's the main one I go to. You know, because Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, I've not.
Or
seen
Miguel O'Harris. You saw him in Across the Spider-Verse.
that. I did. I don't remember. I'll have to watch that movie again.
He was in the late-minute show of Into the Spider-Verse.
He was what? Late in the show?
Late-minute show.
Late-minute show. What do you mean by late-minute show?
After the credits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that.
And important thing to note in this superhero world,
Mm-hmm.
an important thing to remember, that when you're saying things like PTSD, you would say it PTSD. The sounds of the letters, which is what it spells. You pronounce it in the way of what it spells.
Where is this?
In Wash Away Troubles. It is something important and thing to remember in their culture.
Why?
Like EMP, they'll pronounce it EMP.
That's just kind of saying it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. They're saying the word it spells.
So, Batista?
Is PTSD.
Weird. So you've created a different language for them?
Not really a different language, just a different way of how they pronounce things. Like, remember how PTSD used to be known as shell shock in times of World War II?
Yeah, World War I and II.
Yeah.
And before that, it was considered just plain cowardice, and you got shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. It's a different world. But it's okay.
Yeah, there are other people to worry about, such as the Wong brothers, in which Target is the 13th of them.
Right, there's 13 brothers.
Yeah.
He's one of them, and they're against him.
Yeah.
Why is he blind? I forgot.
It's referencing in things like Cain and such. He blind himself.
Oh, yeah.
Symbolized that he does not see things the way the others do.
Well, if he's as good as Cain with his swords, he's very formidable.
Yeah.
And if he's got the hearing like Daredevil,
Yeah. That's
he's
actually true.
very aware of everything.
He also tends to possess smelling, taste, and touch.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. I think it's a good character.
Yeah, the smelling thing's both a blessing and a curse.
Okay, let's stop for now.
I would like for us, whenever we have time to work on a story and discuss design choices.
Okay. We can do that.
Like the new Alpha Lady, I'm thinking like a more or punkish version of like Sailor Moon. That's all I can imagine at the moment.
Okay.
You don't know who that is, do you?